Hey guys, what is up? Sloppy here, and it's Friday, which means we're playing on the Project Singularity server, which is exciting, and I gotta get out of this view, and I'm just staring at the ceiling. And today we're working on the arena, which is something I like to work on. It's a fun project, and it'll be really fun when it's done, and we can play on it. And hello. Hello, friend. He wants to be part of the episode. That's very nice of him. And my voice is not holding up. This is like the fourth time I've tried to record this intro. So some quick things. I took down a bunch of the farm. I'm going to leave a couple crops and leave the farm here to make it look like it was sort of abandoned. I'm sort of going for a war-torn vibe in this area. Which reminds me, I want to get a bunch of TNT and just blow up holes every now and again, just to look like people are dropping bombs or whatever. It'll be sort of a war-torn area. I think that'll be a really cool setting to fight in. Excuse me. Oh, my voice is bad today. But I wanted to play Minecraft and, you know, record and stuff. Anyway, another thing I want to do is fix up this area because it looks terrible. It's awful. And fill in the bottom of the temple because it's just sort of floating right now. And I want that all filled in and we can have some pathways up underneath and whatnot. So anyway, I'm going to get to doing stuff. I think this part's all more or less done. I don't know what to do with the ice farm. I might just leave it. But that'll be pretty much decided at a later time. This will probably just be all dirt, and then we'll terraform sort of a mountain in. Hey guys. Those guys are staying there, by the way. Just because. Just because. Let's just throw a crafting table right here. The most unnecessary crafting table. Whoa, why did my frames drop so much right now? I don't know. My frames dropped down to 20 in there, which is bizarre. Didn't even get a shot off. Come on, bro. Lackluster performance. So yeah, we got to move all this stuff. I'm going to start by moving the portal to where I want it to be, and then I'll bring you back and we'll start building something new. Alright. My voice is still awful. Okay, so the entire front walkway is out, and I extended this a little bit. I think this would be nice to have sort of just like a veranda. But I don't know what I want to do for the stairway. I think that's something I'm going to have to hop in creative and do, because it's obviously going to be quite large. I was thinking about having it go out maybe a couple blocks this way and then down so that the front is all open. And also, if you have people attacking from the side, it's actually a lot more difficult. So I might try playing with that in creative, but can I make that jump? Not even close. I don't know why I was thinking this is obviously going to go. And I'll show you guys the new room down here. This is my way in at the moment. This is all going to be closed off. So this is it. Portal, you walk in, you choose your team, and you go. Boom, done. Just like that. And yeah, that's basically it for down here. Obviously, it's going to be touched up. It's pretty ugly right now. I think I might redo this entire room. This is pretty ugly. I want to put water in the floor, I think, and make it brighter in here. We'll probably put some lamps in the ceiling and whatnot. And, you know, I think I've shown this before. You go in here, and it takes you to where you start. So that's two things done. We're going to put a little bit of time into the front stairwell and filling in the bottom, and then that's probably going to be the next big progress update. I'll bring you guys back if I find a stair design I like. I'm not entirely sure I will. I might just put in something temporarily again. Because it really, like, you know, with these tools that have, you know, the enchantments, it really doesn't take long to tear stuff down. So if I find one I like better, I don't think it's a huge deal, because it's not, you know, it's not like rebuilding the temple. That took forever. That thing took a long time to build, you know, so the stairwell is pretty easy. So I will hop into creative, see if I find anything I like, and if I do, I'll build it. If not, maybe I'll build the least offensive, and yeah. So, it's ugly. Yeah, but that was a given. But what I've noticed is we made it with this indent for whatever reason, and I think it looks better if you put the dirt with the indent and you have like a one overhang. So I'm going to try doing that. I'm going to replace all this and put it one in, and then probably have to terraform quite a bit because it looks pretty ugly, and then maybe put some like wood supports and some cobblestone, maybe something like that, because it's pretty ugly as just dirt. I mean, obviously it was going to be. It's dirt. It's not exactly the world's prettiest building material. But yeah, let me throw this all one back. That's probably loud. I turned up the sounds and now I'm like confused about what is loud and what's not. But let me put this all one back and then we'll take a look at it and see if it's, you know, better or worse. Because yeah, you want that ridge showing. I guess that gives a little bit of detail. So I'll be back in a second once I replace all of that. Alright, so I thought I'd bring you back and show you something that's kind of neat that I'm playing with. And we'll just hop down here. I got it all done. Enderman, whatever. Enderman's holding the block and walking around. So I thought maybe I'd try this out. I moved it all back one block and it's whatever. I terraformed a bit over here. So the front kind of works, but I was thinking maybe just like supports in this. We have this one wide gap. Let's probably make this go like lower. We got this like one wide gap between the reds, and I thought maybe that would be a good port to put down a support just to sort of break up the monotone brown. I think I like that. It might look better as wood, but I don't think it would. Just wow. Okay. I don't think it would look better as wood, just because. Sorry, my computer decided it was time to restart. If you guys, that's why the pause screen flashed up. It was like, you have 15 minutes to decide. Anyway, the wood I think would just add an extra color that doesn't really make sense. Which, I mean, sometimes is fine, but not at the moment. So I think this looks pretty good. And then maybe we'll do an arch. Let's see. I don't have any stairs on me. Let me grab some stairs and try and make an arch. I think that'd be kind of cool. Just like a little one. I forgot to do this side right here. The front has its own sort of thing that we tried to do. We never really finished terraforming it. It looks real bad, but where's the edge? I can't really see it. It's that block. Okay. Just to complete the this one's in a sort of a weird spot. That's fine. That's fine. It's in a weird spot, but it's fine. And I gotta let my computer update, or else in 15 minutes it'll just go on its own anyway. So, oh, the last two are bigger. Okay, I forgot about that. I think that looks significantly better though. So I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side, and then we're gonna try an arch. We probably should do the same thing to the front too, come to think of it. So it would look sort of strange if we didn't do it in the front. So like here it would be. Yeah. Okay, well, so let me put this in on the other side. We've actually done a lot of work today. I think I've been on for over an hour doing this because it's sort of monotonous, but it's like necessary, you know? So I'll be back in just a second. Well, for me, probably a while because computer updates sometimes take a while. Okay. All right, update complete. And I put in the arches and I think I like them. I don't know about this one. I like this one. It's sort of wide. I put this one a little more narrow and I'm not sure about it. You know, let's try changing it right now. I was like unsure about it when I put it in and now I'm sort of very unsure about it. So if we move this all up one, it's just, I feel like then it would be really small. Like I'll show you. Maybe it would work. It would be the same depth as the other one, which is an interesting idea. Because it is, you know, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it being the same depth as the other one, except that they're, you know, further apart. You know, that does look better. That does look better. I do like that. And I think it actually works without the half slab that's in this one. So I'm going to change that one, and then I'll do the other side, and we'll come back, and I think I figured out like a temporary stairway that I want to do. What's interesting about the stairway I built, though, is that it doesn't look particularly good, but I think in terms of actual gameplay, when we actually open this arena up to play games, I think in terms of gameplay, it's going to be like significantly better, which is cool. Because at the end of the day, this is, you know, this is a like game. This is like, you know, it's not a build for aesthetics per se. I mean, obviously, everything you build should have some aesthetic value. But let's just see how this looks. Everything should have some aesthetic value, but at the end of the day, this is for a PvP arena, so I want it to play very well. Yeah, that looks good. It's sort of weird that they're at different depth, but I think it sort of adds almost an interesting vibe. Because if anyone's staring at this, they'll notice it dips here, which I think is neat. And then actually what we're going to do is put sort of tunnels so you can come up underneath and get into the arena. But I don't think I'm going to make those on camera, just because if people watch my episodes on the Project Singularity, then they'll know exactly where to go. So I might make a couple on camera and then a bunch off camera, or make them and then change them. But that's definitely something that I'm going to do on the other side, because I'd really like the way it looks. And so I will get that done, and I'll be back in when it's done, I guess. I don't know. The updates actually, I guess I might as well just keep talking. The updates actually didn't take that long to download, so I don't think it was a huge update, but I updated my Mac to El Capitan. I don't know why I'm like talking while doing this, but I updated my Mac to El Capitan because I use a Mac. For you who don't know, I make music as a living. I'm a songwriter of sorts. Not really songs, more of like a jingle writer, similar to what like Charlie Sheen did on 2.5 Men. Similar, not the same, but similar to that. I make sort of jingles for businesses. I could probably move this back if this is going to be... But anyway, yeah, so that's what I do, but I use a Mac for that. But El Capitan took forever to download, so I'm really happy that the Windows didn't. Anyway, enough about my personal life, which is strange. I'm a student. I don't make like a living off of that. I just make enough to do my student things. So anyway, I'm going to do this, and I'll be back in a second. All right, we got this side done, and this side took a little longer because there's a lot more dirt to place. Excuse me. And I like it a lot. I'm a big fan of this. I think I might try and figure out something other than dirt. I thought cobble might look alright. Maybe like a mix of like cobble, andesite, and dirt. But that's a project for another day, because this is taking quite a while. I'm like kind of having fun doing it though. You know, it's sort of like a monotonous just sort of place, and it gives me time to catch up on TV shows, I guess. I've been trying to start watching anime, but I don't know if I can get into it. So I guess the next thing I want to do, possibly the last thing, is to put in the staircase that I'm imagining. And what I'm imagining is, I think I sort of mentioned this before. I think it might be easier to picture if we're up here. Also, one other thing I'm going to do is after we're done, I'm going to knock out all the lights down here, so it's sort of a natural mob spawner. And I'm going to have tunnels and stuff just for mobs to pop up sort of in the area. I think that'd be really cool, that there's just parts where there's a ton of mobs. And if you risk going under the castle to get inside, you have to risk mobs. You know, stuff like that I think is going to be what makes this map. I keep calling it a map. What makes this arena really fun, I think. You know, we're just going to have spots with like natural mob spawners, or mob spawners that pop them up. So there's just situations where there's a ton of mobs, which I think will be really fun. Anyway, what I want to do is make it go off, like down this way on either side, and then branch forward and backwards. That way, if you're defending this place, obviously you have the interior threats, but those are going to be hard to get to. You have the interior threats, and you also have threats like right here, but you can't really see them. Like if you have it in the front, you could just stand here and boom, boom, boom. But if you have it over here, one, you have to defend the two sides, which is a little bit more difficult. The other thing you have to do is defend like two sides coming up to this side. So I think in terms of gameplay, this would be the coolest place to have your things. And I want to have a lot of fighting in this specifically. So I think that's going to be really cool. And that's my plan for right now, is to put this in and sort of try and lay it out, see how it works. The other thing I want to do is get this part done. I have enough dirt, I think. Yeah, that's definitely enough to finish this. And then, yeah, that'll probably be the end, just because I'm sort of running out of time. So let me get going here. Whoa, I keep bumping the mic. Yeah, let me put on some touches and we'll see how it is. Okay, that took a while. It's kind of a pain to build. So that backwards done. I don't know if I did that last time. These are done. So you got one coming up here. You got one that goes sort of down and around this way. I sort of, instead of landscaping, I sort of just took whatever the terrain was giving me, so it sort of cuts through. These two just go out. And yeah, this side goes the same distance. This kind of links up with this part, which is kind of cool, I think. This was probably the longest ladder, or stairs. Wow, it's been too long. So I'm real happy with this progress. One last thing I have to do, I did it on the other side, is I just put slabs like this, which just give it enough depth that it doesn't look sort of like it'd be unnatural in nature. You see, it like looks like it's sort of connected, because the stairs on their own sort of look like they're floating, I find. So I just gotta get a few more slabs, and then this will be done, and then we'll take a look at everything we did today. But I think that's about it for progress. But let me grab some slabs. Alright, so it's nighttime, but why not just do it now? So we got these done, and this looks a lot better, I think, now that it's sort of enclosed and whatnot. And I think I'm going to play with incorporating different types into where this dirt is. I think, you know, having multiple different textures in there, some andesite, you know, maybe granite, still dirt, cobble, you know, just some broken up in there would be nice. These farms are more or less done. One thing I did want to do was sort of this. These farms have been sort of replaced, which I like. So now it's, now they sort of look like they haven't been used in a while and whatnot, which I'm liking about them. You know, I was torn about just tearing them out, but then I was like, you know what? I spent quite a bit of time making them. Well, not that long, but you know what I mean. And I think it looks good to have them sort of be sort of torn up, and you know, I do have to leave sort of food around the area so that people can sprint and whatnot, and so I'm happy with it. So yeah, these are kind of cool. Look, kind of broken. That one, we made it look so sort of exploded, and there's just the odd crop here and there, which is nice. That, still don't know what I'm doing with that. But these sides are done. We have stairs now, and I added the pillars. I didn't really show them off, but I added pillars occasionally, just to sort of break up and make it look like, you know, they're actually standing. Obviously, you don't have to have pillars, but come to think of it, I think I forgot one here. Yeah, I have to mirror that one on this side. That's not a big deal. We got stairways on both sides, and yeah, I guess I'm just doing a final walkthrough. If you watched to this point, then you know. We got this. The stairways look good. Well, I'm actually really happy with the stairs and how they turned out. And finally, whoa, buddy. Finally, we have this. Whew, okay. Finally, this is down here. I've been wanting to do that for a long time. It's enclosed now. And yeah, this is where I'll end it. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment, sub. Let me know what you guys think about the arena and give me some ideas for what should be in it. And I'll catch you guys next time. Ciao.